welcome back to my kitchen. Today I want to show you how to make homemade iced coffee, not iced coffee, but cold brew coffee, homemade Kahlua in our Deluxe multi-cooker, and a really simple Kahlua cocktail. All right, so I want to start with our cold brew coffee pitcher. So if you've never seen this, I love it. It makes cold brew coffee so simple. Comes with a lid, okay? You're gonna get this funnel, you're gonna get the strainer for coffee, and then you're also going to get a strainer for like tea, infused water, things like that. Okay, so I already have the coffee filter in, and you're just gonna fill it up. You can use already ground coffee. You can grind your own coffee in your Deluxe cooking blender on grind if you want. Typically, it's best to have a more coarse ground coffee, but honestly, I found that it works with a lot of different kinds. So what you're gonna do, you don't even have to really measure. You're just gonna measure to the top of that metal filter, and then you're gonna take 5 cups of water. So I already have 5 cups in my stainless mixing bowl, and you're just gonna slowly pour it in. It'll raise to the top, especially the more coarse your coffee grounds are. It may take longer to go through this process, so this is the hardest part of the whole thing. And you're just gonna keep pouring until all of your water is in there. And you can see the water filling up here from the bottom. Now, you want to keep this, let it brew with the coffee grounds in it for at least 18 hours. I personally think 24 is the best. You're gonna get a really nice, smooth cup of coffee. It's not gonna be as acidic as a hot brewed cup of coffee, so it tends to be a little easier on your stomach. Oftentimes people even find that it is sweet enough on its own that they don't need as much, if any, sweetener. All right, almost done here. Just a little more. Okay, so I have also found that keeping it on my countertop, I find that I like the results better. Once it has brewed, then I'll take the grounds out and pop it into the fridge. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it back here and let it do its thing. Okay, let's talk Kahlua. This is so easy. So in your Deluxe multi-cooker, you're not gonna be able to do this version in the quick cooker if you have it, because you need the sous vide. You're going to fill the inner pot to just about the 2/3 level, okay? So it doesn't have to be an exact measurement, but you do want it to be, the water to be high enough to cover your mixture, okay? So you're gonna take 2.5 cups of your cold brew coffee, and you're going to mix in. So I used my classic batter bowl for this because I needed it to go into the microwave. You're gonna need to heat it up a little bit because you're gonna mix in 4 cups. I know, sounds insane, right? 2.5 cups of coffee, 4 cups of sugar. Trust me, it's worth it. So you're gonna whisk that and let it dissolve as much as you can. It may not dissolve all the way. And then you can use a vanilla bean. I love our double strength Madagascar bourbon vanilla that we always come out with at the holidays, and I had some of that. So I just did a little bit of this. I never measure vanilla. I did like a splash and a half. And then, so you've got your 2.5 cups of coffee, 4 cups of sugar, little vanilla, and then you're gonna add in 2 cups of white rum. So this is just what I had. You're gonna pour that into, I love our silicone bags. I just think that these make using the sous vide so easy. You could use a Ziploc bag. I would highly recommend, if you're gonna do this in a Ziploc, that you use one of the freezer ones because they're a little bit stronger. So you're gonna pour that mix in. My tip, when you put this into your water bath, it's gonna be really full with that much mixture. Leave close your bag up, leave just enough room to push the air out, and then you can close it the rest of the way, okay? So that's my tip on closing that bag up, because it's, like I said, it's gonna be full. But what you're gonna do while you're preparing your coffee, you'll fill up your Deluxe multi-cooker with your water. You put the lid on. You're gonna make sure it's turned on, which I don't think mine is. And then you're gonna turn it to the sous vide function, okay? So you're just gonna turn it till it hits that sous vide. You want it to go for 3 hours. So this will take some time. Let it sit while you're running errands. You're gonna push the button in the middle, and then you want it to be at 135. You push it again, and it's ready to go. Little tip, this will vent about every 5 minutes, and it has a fun little chime that sounds like the dreidel song a little bit, like some of the dreidel song. If you don't like that, or you're just tired of hearing it, if you push and hold this button for about 2 seconds, you'll hear a beep. That'll turn off that chime. It'll still vent, but you won't hear the chime to go with it. So once the 3 hours is up, then you can put it into something like a quick stir pitcher if you'd like, into jars, whatever you have handy. This is what I had, and it is so good. It is the best Kahlua I have ever tasted. So tasty. So I'm going to, I have just a little bit of ice in here. I'm not going to pour a whole lot, but simplest cocktail ever. Some of that homemade Kahlua, and a little bit, I'm going to use heavy whipping cream. I know, not the healthiest, but just a splash. You could use half and half. You could use milk. Give it a little stir, and this is your cocktail. So definitely try making homemade Kahlua. I promise you're not going to be unhappy when you do. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.